Okay, YouTube. I'm back again. We're going to do a tool review, like I said yesterday. However, we're not going to use the thermal imager. We're going to do the Otc Touch. The reason I'm doing the Otc Touch is because I was watching a video last night and it was a review on scanners. The Flat Rate Master basically did 3 scanners. The Snap-on, I think he used a Barris, which is an awesome scanner. He also had the Matco knockoff of the Launch. Hate it. I've used it. I hate that stupid scanner. But everybody has an opinion, like I said yesterday. Also, the Autel. To me, the Autel is just set up kind of funny. I had a hard time. Hard time is not really the word. Navigating it is something that you have to get used to. It's not real common or real set up like every other scanner. So, basically I'm talking about the Genesis Touch. Why I purchased this Genesis Touch. We'll just run through a couple menu items, let you see it work, and that way, you know, I'll tell you what my problems are with the Genesis Touch, because this is not my go-to scanner. This is an extra scanner that I have for when my go-to scanner is either being used or won't do the job that this will. And that's something that I think he touched on as well. My go-to scanner is a Snap-on Modus Ultra. It's a good scanner. The reason I use it the most is because it is very fast. It loads, quick. And when you're working on cars, time is money. It's just all there is to it. So that's the reason I use that. Now, with that being said, there are times when you have, European cars. That's a good example. A European car has things, certain tests that you need that this will do. For some reason, it's just not available on Snap-on. Some relearn procedures, what have you. It's just not there. And for some reason, it's here. Now, what I've done, basically I went ahead and put the VCM, which is what this communicates with. This is wireless. It uses Bluetooth in a car. It's a, well, let's see what it is. I really don't know. It's a 2014 Ford F-150 XLT. This has a lot of options. Every module, when you load it, is there. Let's go to PCM. See if there's any TCs. There is no codes. Alright, so there's no codes. Kinda wish there was. Tell you what, let's go to data stream. I'll start the vehicle. This is the problem I'm having with the scanner, and are one of the issues. It is so slow when you have a lot of stuff. However, go to engine data. It has a ton of PIDs. However, you probably can't see that. Let me get the... Okay. Basically, you can see it has PIDs. On the back, there is a little stylus. Comes on it. Now, let's pick out a couple. Let's do barometric pressure, cylinder head temp, mass airflow. Just something. You hit. Okay. Now, if you want to see this in a graph form, It'll allow you to do that. I'm going to start the vehicle so you can see this. Okay. I don't know if you can really see it. It's probably not coming out really good on this. Okay. You can see that. They also have other options. You can go with a bar graph if you like, or his burr was not the exact smartest move here. The number, this is probably a good one to see as well. As you can see, you can change this thing, and it's pretty quick when you only have 3 or 4 PIDs. I mean, the refresh, it loads really fast. Just remember, if you try to view them all, you might be there for a while. And you can see it says no data. Oh, there it goes. So anyway, long story short, this is the Touch. Now let's talk about why I bought the Touch. What made me pick this scanner out of all the scanners in the world, and what a decent company OTC is. Because OTC is by far a great company. Hold on, I'm going to turn this vehicle off and we'll discuss why I did what I did. Okay, this is the VCM that it comes with. Put it back. Now, the reason I went with the OTC, because I know people are saying, why did you go with that? Well, that is actually a J-box. I can reflash basically any car with that J-box. And if you've been in the car business for more than a week, you know that occasionally you have to reflash a vehicle. Almost daily. It happens. Now, you do need a laptop and a subscription to whatever manufacturer, but that thing is awesome. And I've seen high dollar J-boxes. This scanner was $2,100 and comes with it. And to boot, when I ordered it, this come free. It is basically a scope. This thing here has a scope function on it. You can use this with this, and it is a good scope. It's very compatible scope to the Modus that I have. It also comes with a dish. You can put it on a laptop, and that scope is comparable to pretty much your top of the line scopes on the market, other than the fact that it's a 2-channel scope. It is a really good thing. Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll do another tool review and I'll show that in action. Now let's talk about OTC, because this is where I kind of got upset with the, I guess upset's not wrong. This is where I think the Flat Rate Masters misinformed. When I tell you OTC is a good company, they stand behind their stuff. I was having issues with this connecting, and I thought it was slow. I really thought it was slow. I called OTC, and called their 1-800 number. This thing's way out of warranty. I said, look guys, this thing is just slow. It doesn't connect sometimes. It's kind of sucking. They sent a pickup for it. They paid shipping. They picked it up out of warranty. I was expecting a bill. I still haven't got a bill from him. They fixed whatever was wrong with it at no charge. They also updated it at no charge and sent it back to me at no charge. Snap-on wouldn't do that. I don't care what anybody tells you. Snap-on would not do that. OTC did. In fact, I'll go one step further. I had issues with the scope function. Come to find out it had nothing to do with the scope function. I had a laptop failure with a hard drive, and I had to buy a new laptop. Well, of course, a new laptop's going to be Windows 10. That's just the way it is. That's the way everything works. Well, these are made to work on Windows 7. Apparently, they're not compatible. I called OTC, and they said, well, it must be something to do with the scope. Without any questions and not being under warranty, they just sent me another scope. Said, we're sending you another one. And when I got it in, I tried it, had the same problem. I found an old laptop with Windows 7. Man, it works flawlessly. And like I said, the scope also works with this great. So as far as OTC, the company, man, I could put them against anyone. I really can. They're a good company. They stood behind their stuff when I know for a fact other companies don't. So, Flat Rate Master, if you're listening, you know, like I told you yesterday, I like you. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I just don't think you're completely informed about the OTC. I think you ought to give it another look. That's basically all I have to say, and I'll do another review in a couple days. Thanks.